is a place that I love, and I don't come here nearly as often as I should. This is the final resting place of my paternal grandparents, Richard and Muriel Hill. They have, in my opinion, the coolest stone in the graveyard. And I am being attacked by black flies right now because it's mid-spring, Memorial Day weekend 2020. And they say, for proper social distancing, to stay 6 feet away from people. Well, I think a cemetery is the perfect place to self-isolate. My grandfather was a lineman for the Lamoille Valley Railroad, and he took a great deal of pride in his work on the railroad. And one of his greatest pride and joys was the caboose that he got from the railroad. He bought it after it caught fire, and he restored it and kept it on a piece of land on my aunt's camp. And it was his pride and joy. My grandmother loved bluebirds, so it's only natural she got one on her stone. 2 on her stone. The marker is unfinished here. My grandfather died in 2005. Oh my God, the black flies. Of course, they're not alone here either. Their daughter Barbara is buried right next to them. She got hit by a car when she was riding her bike. She was their oldest. Back of the stone is simple. There's a bunch more family here as well, but this is the side of the family that, unfortunately, I don't know a whole lot about. So we're just gonna walk around a little bit and look at some stuff. I know my great-grandparents are buried up in this corner. My great-grandfather died before I was born. I think my dad was just a little kid when he passed. But I sort of remember my great-grandmother. I think it's been a while. I think she's up in this corner, maybe? Again, it's ow, my ankle hurts. It's been a long time since I've been out here. A couple of years. I thought it was up this way. Oh, these black flies are driving me bonkers. Fuck off. Sorry. Language. I could be extremely wrong. It may not be over here. Oh yeah. Here's another stone I want to show you. I don't think it's of any relation to my family, but I was greatly amused by it, and I hope this was done, because they have a sense of humor. But look at this. Camper pickup truck. Case of Michelob in the fire pit. Martin. This is a beautiful place. Got a view of the mountains. Gorgeous, gorgeous place. But I know my memory is incorrect, because when I think back and remember the burial service, in my mind, the rows of stone are going that way, not that way, not that way. So I know that my memory on it is skewed. Oh, it's a Mandela effect. No, it was just, I was a very young kid, and I didn't, and I don't remember. 35 years old. Memory is not perfect. One plus about this, the mic sock, I think, is drawing more of the black flies than my face is. Oh, okay, so here's my other great-grandparents. My grandmother Vera, I barely remember. She died, I don't know if you can see this, in 1988. My great-grandfather Lamb died in 1948, so of course I never met him. That's my grandmother's parents. So she was a Benjamin. Benjamin. So fairly close by my grandparents. Oh, these flies are murder. Or are they in another cemetery? No, I'm pretty sure they're here. Ow. Sorry for the language. It's just my ankle. This ankle's gonna be sore, and it's my shifting foot. I work a desk job. I don't get out much. Well, regardless of whether I can find my great-grandparents or not, this is a beautiful cemetery. It truly is. There's still a lot of fear out there surrounding cemeteries, and so many people don't go to them. I think they're interesting places. They're time capsules in a sense. Those would have been fiddleheads had they been harvested. I'm not going to harvest anything from a cemetery. That just seems disrespectful. But my grandparents are the reason I'm here. It's Memorial Day. But not a day goes by that I don't think of them, that I don't miss them. And it looks like this rock has my little sister's name on it, so I think when she came out here recently, she left that. That's a very nice touch. My grandfather was also a fireman. He was an Odd Fellow. He was an Odd Fellow, but he was also a member of the Odd Fellows. My grandmother was a member of the Rebecca Lodge. My grandfather was a World War II veteran, although due to getting tuberculosis and breaking his leg, he never actually saw active service. But he did serve in the Navy. There's another section across the street, but I thought my family was all on this side. But that's an assumption. There's also another cemetery not too far from here that I have other family members, and maybe they're there. Maybe that's why I remember the orientation being different. Maybe it's just I'm mixing the two places up in my head. We're coming up on the time of year where the village of Adamant would have the Black Fly Festival, and yep, I forget it every year. I should come by more often than I do, and for that I apologize. I know you don't want me to hang out in a cemetery. There's more constructive and beneficial things I can be doing, but I just wanted to say we love you, we think of you often. Me, Heather, Holly, Melissa, everyone. Yeah, we miss you. So, I'll try not to be a stranger. All right. Hugs and kisses to you both.